Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday, April the 23rd, 2025. I'm Ceree, one of your readers from the Spiritual View, so welcome. We do daily content Monday through Friday, and we do a series of different events, such as our Archangel series that is coming out every Monday over the next couple of months. We also have a live on Thursday evenings, and this Thursday we are moving to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as opposed to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we hope you'll join us. And let's go ahead and get started. But before we do, just again, thank you so much for your likes, your subscribes, and shares. It does help us grow the channel, and we are starting to take off. Our membership is growing, and it couldn't be done without the help and support of all of you. So we are sincerely grateful. So today, the message is a result of something that happened over the weekend. And this past weekend, as many of you have experienced, was Easter weekend or Passover, and many celebrations for a variety of reasons. And there was just a lot of interesting energy in the air. And most of you know, in addition to tarot readings, I do Akashic Records readings, which are the records of your soul's journey and different past incarnations and how they might relate to what you're learning or experiencing in this lifetime. And I also teach an Akashic Records class. And in that class last week or last weekend, one of my colleagues in the class was really freaked out because she said, I keep having this dream. And in the dream, I am Jesus. And she said, I don't know what that means. And it scares me. And so, how could I be Jesus in a past lifetime? No one's Jesus. So, we've been talking about the energies coming to the planet. And we've been talking about how the energies are shifting away from the old vibration of fear, of chaos, of anger, power, and control, and moving into the newer frequencies of the age of Aquarius, which are the frequencies of love, of joy, of abundance, of forgiveness, of kindness, compassion, and the list goes on. And they're very, very different vibrations. And there's all this light coming to the planet with these new energies and new light codes, upgrading our DNA, upgrading our emotional and physical bodies. So lots going on right now and a lot of energetic shifts. So she asked me to go into the records to find out, was she actually Jesus in a former lifetime, or what was actually going on, because it really unsettled her. And many of you may have connected to some of the frequencies of the Christ consciousness. This is what we're calling it. And I went into the records over the weekend, and basically, in the records, I get oftentimes messages from different angels, sometimes archangels, sometimes your ancestors. And lo and behold, Jesus showed up and explained the dream. And the message was for all of us, and I pulled some tarot cards because it might help you as you are connecting to this absolutely beautiful energy. And it is such a pure, loving energy that it almost blows you off your feet. And she loved the energy that she experienced in her dream, but she couldn't relate to it because she said, I can't be Jesus. So this reading is to help you understand the Christ consciousness energy if you're starting to feel it, or if you have felt it, the power of it and what the significance is. And it really helped settle her down when I got the answer, but it also settled me down. I'm going to back up a little bit. I have been part of a group over the past 3 years, and it is a spiritual group. And the gentleman that heads up the group is a speech pathologist by day. He works with children on the spectrum. He's a wonderful soul, Anthony Capignon. And he channels the energies of Jesus or Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. And I've been to a number of their workshops. He has a spouse that is working with him, and they are lovely souls. And I will put some information down at the bottom so you have it if you want to look at their YouTube videos. But if you've ever been the presence of the energy, he brings forth the vibration of Yeshua or Jesus. He doesn't claim that he is Jesus. He basically channels the energy. So many of you may have been feeling a connection over the past couple of years with Mother Mary, with Kuan Yin, with Jesus, but it's this pure love energy that it's very difficult to describe. And the first time that I was around this vibration, when he would channel, my ears would ring, I would get a headache, but mostly I fell asleep. The vibration was so high. And they explained that it's as you're system is calibrating to this very, very high and pure love frequency, sometimes it does impact your physical body, or sometimes it's very hard to calibrate and get the full experience. So if you are having meditations or dreams where you're connecting to this pure source energy that's just pure love, don't fight it. Know that it is the Christ consciousness energy, and it is coming in full force to the planet right now. So if you haven't experienced it and you do in the future, this is really to help you understand what you might be feeling. And so I went into the records, and basically what was said was many of us, and my colleague in particular, was now at a level in her meditations and in her spiritual practice. She's a QHHT practitioner out of Europe, and she was tapping into the Christ consciousness energy for the first time, and it pretty much blew her away. And why it was coming into her dreams was it's coming into her physical reality of what she's starting to experience on a, an occasional basis, but hopefully it will be a daily basis, because once you feel this energy, you don't want to ever have it leave you. And it's when I went into the records and did the reading for her and called her, I was kind of on a high the rest of the day. I just felt this incredible pure love energy, and it was just so wonderful. My ears rang all day. I was a little sleepy. I didn't fall asleep, but again, it's just to give you some ideas of what it can feel like and how to navigate through these when you experience it, maybe for the first time. If you fall asleep, that's a sign that you have experienced it. But let's pull some tarot, and let's talk about the messages that are coming through. Now, what Spirit's first message is, and I pulled this from the Gaia deck, and if you look at what's happening in our reality right now, I pulled this card called the Message, and it can't get any more Christ-like than this. And you see the dove. Many people see the dove, especially in this light, as a direct symbol of Christ, or at least the Christ consciousness energy. So many of you may be experiencing messages of this beautiful love energy, and it might come through seeing Christ or Mary Magdalene, or it could be Mother Mary. However it comes to you, don't fear it. There are messages coming to many of us that embody this energy of the Christ consciousness. So this is just such a beautiful card. And many of you may be experiencing this in your physical reality. Now, at a kind of a more fundamental level, I asked, what's actually going on? And I got a message from the Akashic guidebook. And the Akashic guidebook is a wonderful set of oracle cards. And I got dreams. And this is pay attention to your dreams. And this is all around on a higher level, what might be happening in our subconscious. And you may not be aware of it in your waking hours, but in your dreams, this may be actually playing it out. It says, your dreams are divine intelligence from the astral realms. While it is said that dreams are a reflection of our subconscious, they're also coded messages from other realms. Since you've chosen your ascension journey, your dreams are likely revealing either other lifetimes, realities, or experiences to complete cellular memories and restore divine perspective. You may also be enjoying vivid dreams because ancient gifts are being activated, and this is most aligned to help facilitate for you. Pay attention to your recurring dreams because they are a sign that you are experiencing something actually marvelous. So for some of you, you may not have had the dreams of experiencing this energy, but some of you may be seeing signs and synchronicities. Many of you, and like me, I see 33 all the time. 33 was the year that Christ died, and many consider it's a master number. It's Christ consciousness. And you might see 333 on the clock, or 3333. So if you're actually seeing these numbers, signs and synchronicities, if you're seeing doves, you're seeing anything that you would consider to be very sacred and holy, pay attention to it. Maybe it's white feathers. You may be calling in and experiencing the Christ consciousness energies. Now, the why that this is going on, why is this coming into, I guess, our field or into our reality at this point? And I pulled from the Light Seers deck. this is the why. Many of us have chosen to take that leap of faith. And we know that we're on the journey. We don't know exactly the outcomes or what's going to happen along the road, but we've actually fundamentally taken that leap of faith to be on the spiritual path. And so this is also a comfort that if you are hesitating and you're ready to jump, this is confirmation that you are exactly where you need to be. And so if you are needing a nudge or a push to say, you know what, I'm going to take that next step and I don't really care what my family or friends think of me. I am going to take the jump towards my spiritual path and I am going to do whatever it is that brings me spiritual happiness and fulfillment and lets me be of service to others. Now, if we are taking the leap of faith and we're on our spiritual path in the highest timeline, what Spirit is saying as we go forward, here's some practical advice of what you need to think about. And this is the Seven of Wands. And Seven of Wands can at times be resistance. So if you find yourself, if you experience this vibration for the first time, it can be overwhelming. And sometimes you don't even know what it feels like. You're just so overwhelmed. In my case, I just fell asleep. And then I woke up and I was calibrated. So you might have physical symptoms, you might fall asleep, or you might say, this feels uncomfortable. I don't like this. And so what Spirit is telling us, if you're taking the leap of faith, you're on the right path anyway. Don't resist this, okay? If you feel this loving, beautiful energy, once you get calibrated to the purity of it, you don't ever want to let it go. It's really a beautiful energy if you've had the experience. And it is so pure and it's so loving and so kind, and it just makes you completely at peace with who you are, at peace with others, and there's just a sense of serenity. I guess serenity is another word that I would use of the energy when you're in the Christ consciousness energy. If we do these things, the likely outcome is going to be the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is, just the best card you could pull to be in this beautiful energy of love, love for family, love for friends, love for humankind, and the compassion that comes with that. And so Spirit is actually saying to us, don't fear these energies. Embrace taking the leap of faith. Don't resist what Spirit is trying to bring you and the universe is trying to bring you, because at the end of the day, if you do this and accept these beautiful energies, you are in that Ten of Cups vibration, which is a very high vibe, very loving energy of loving everyone and everything around you. So this is a beautiful message of let the Christ consciousness energies just fill your heart. This is all around the heart, and letting this Christ-like energy come into your heart and to allow you to feel this love for all things around you. And what we don't see coming actually was there were two cards that pulled out. First was the Chariot, sorry, the Ace of Pentacles here. And the Ace of Pentacles it's a new start, but I look at this and say, we are manifesting a new way of being in the world and living. So if we follow the path of the Christ consciousness, we have the ability to bring in a new timeline. I see the Ace of Pentacles as a new timeline and a new opportunity. And the other card that popped out was the Chariot. And I call this the Driving Miss Daisy card. And for those of you not in the United States, there was an American movie back in the 80s with a woman named Jessica Tandy. And she had a driver whose name was Hoke, and a gentleman by the name of Morgan Freeman played that role. And basically, she bossed him around and stayed in the back seat. And this was a movie probably in the 1950s or 60s in the terms of how it was set. And he was her driver, and he would have to tell her, Miss Daisy, sit in the back seat and let me drive. And this is the same. Let Spirit drive, and let Spirit bring this Christ-like energy to you. Don't resist it. Don't fear it, but also choose to take that leap of faith towards the highest timeline that you have to manifest this beautiful love heart energy that is sometimes indescribable. I'd have to tell you, having experienced it for the first time and multiple times since then, it is just a wonderful, compassionate, serene, loving, heartfelt energy. And it's one that stays with you. And so, again, as Spirit is giving us final messages today, I asked for, okay, what would be a message that you want to leave with us? And this is from the Angel Guide, and this is signs and remembrance or reminders. And so as you move forward, you may start to see signs of the Christ consciousness energies. It says, angels and loved ones in heaven are sending you signs of their presence now. You may be seeing the same number patterns or sequences. So in this case, 3 3 3 3 3 or 4 3s. You might be seeing white feathers. You might be seeing special birds. In this particular case, I typically see a dove. And these are messages of support that you are on the right path and you are being guided to know that you do not walk your path alone. In times of need, angels are always beside you, blessing your heart with love and healing. And your angels and loved ones in heaven will never leave you. The love will never die. So this is a message from the angels that in this particular case, you see some birds here, you see butterflies, you see feathers. And so pay attention. One of the things that I've had to learn, and if you'll excuse me, I'm getting one last card. And I've had to learn to pay attention. And one of the things that we can get caught up in is life's everyday stuff. And sometimes we go so fast and furious, we don't stop to look at what's around you. So this message is please pay attention to what is around you. Pay attention to your dreams, write them down. Pay attention to any new vibration or sensation that you might be feeling, write it down. If you see really unique synchronicities, numbers, symbols, patterns, okay, these are just several examples. Spirit is trying to bring in this beautiful Christ consciousness energy. And the last card from Spirit, and this is again from the Akashic Records deck. This is called Ascended Reality. And this, you can see this is a Taj Mahal on here. It's such a beautiful card. And it says the Ascended Reality is if we are welcoming in this new energy, the Christ consciousness energy, whether you experience it through Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Jesus, however that comes to you, it is a frequency and a vibration that we're supposed to be tapping into, which allows us to expand our ascension journey, and that we are ascending to the highest timeline that we came to be here as souls. This is actually what it's about. So we're not experiencing this just for the sake of experiencing this. We want to put it to good use. Always ask, can I experience this beautiful energy for my greatest and highest good, my greatest and highest timeline to serve humanity? If you're watching this, you are a way shower, you are a starseed, and you are a teacher for others. And part of my learning has been, I didn't recognize what any of this stuff was. And then I had to ask some of my spiritual teachers around me, hey, I've been having these dreams, or I had this experience, and I don't know what to think about it. And so my colleague last weekend needed some context for what she was experiencing because she was connecting to the Christ consciousness energy. She wasn't Jesus in a past lifetime. She was actually connecting with the vibration. However it comes through to you, it is a beautiful, sacred, holy, pure vibration of love, of the heart. And I hope for you, as you set forth your intentions, put the intention out there that you bring in these beautiful energies and these vibrations, because they stay with you and they allow you to really shift your perspective and to reside in that frequency of love and not fear. That's what we're going for. We're trying to tip the energy of this planet to one of love and not fear. We need every single one of you to focus your intentions and your meditations and prayers on how do we get to love, because love is the only vibration that matters. Everything else, throw it out the window. We're focusing in the present moment, being the frequency of love, however you want to define it. Now, this is what we're calling the Christ consciousness energy. And if it appears to you in any different form, whether it be Buddha, whether it be another deity, it doesn't matter. It's the vibration that you are feeling. So welcome it and feel it in your heart. And we are trying to help this planet vibrate in the vibration of love and move away from these old energies that no longer serve anyone. So that is the message for today. It was such a beautiful message. I just had to come on and pull some cards and to honor my colleague who brought this forth over the weekend and who illuminated the need to talk about this and to help me, but to help hopefully you welcome in these frequencies and to take that leap of faith and not resist and let spirit bring what it's going to bring. But as so with the chariot, you can't force the universe something that it's not ready to bring. The universe is going to bring us when it's time in divine timing, and it's going to bring it in the way it needs to. So lots of messages, signs, and synchronicities. Again, pay attention to every single thing around you because nothing is by chance, nothing is an accident. And we are all here together as one community to change the frequency in the vibration of this planet. When we do that and we reach the tipping point, we are going to snuff out all those old energies that no longer are relevant. They never really were, but let's take that challenge. So my challenge to you is, how do you invite the Christ consciousness energies in? How do you continue to shift your vibration, but also help others? And how do we create that tipping point to like make it happen and rock it? That's why I'm here. And if you're like me, I don't want to be in those other energies. I want to be in the vibration of love. Do you? And so that's the message for today on Wednesday, April the 23rd, sending peace, blessings, and love. And I can't wait to see or hear if you have been experiencing signs and synchronicities. Please make comments if you have. And again, we're all in this together. I thank you so much, and we are so grateful for you and humbled by your support of our channel. And we will see you on tomorrow, Thursday in the evening, April the 24th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.